Hey, what's up everybody? Zachamus Prime here, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers third-party video review. This one, again, sponsored by Titan One Toys. Titan One Toys is everything you need for fast, personalized, friendly service. If you need Transformers or third-party Transformers, right there, man. Right there. That's the one. That's the one. And yeah, today we're going to be reviewing the Spark Toys ST-02 Spartacus. That's a big guy right there. This is not War Within or Megatron. I know he kind of looks like War Within Megatron, but it's definitely not War Within Megatron. I mean, why would you think that, honestly? But in his alt mode, he is a big damn tank. He's a damn big damn tank. Like, damn, he's a damn big damn tank. Like, damn, he's a big damn tank. Damn it, damn it, damn. I don't even know. His entire finish, there's really. His entire finish is really well done. I don't know if the black is painted on top of black plastic, but I can tell you that all of this, every single square inch of this silver is all painted, and it's a really nice sheen. And it looks like there's some minor airbrushing around it. You can see there's some dark parts off here, and some little bit of airbrushing around here, and like, you really got to hold it in your hand to really appreciate how nice the paint job on this is. The paint job on this is really nice. I will say that this is probably one of those figures that focuses on one mode over the other, but we'll get to that in a second. But I mean, the tank mode looks about like it should. In the War Within comic, we didn't even hardly see Megatron in his tank mode. But, you know, we did get a couple shots, and of course there was like a character sheet or something in the trade paperback. So we know about what he was supposed to look like and about how it all works. And this is, you know, it nails the iteration pretty well. Just in case we're not sure what it is we're holding in our hands, there's your ST-02 printed right there on his foot. And it gets printed on the other side there, and it gets printed in more places. I'll point it out in a little bit. In terms of rotation, so this one actually rotates. It's on this like detent, and it goes all the way around, more or less. This little gun gets in the way, but you know what can you do? It will go up ever so slightly and down ever so slightly, and click as it does so. He's got a little shovel on the front for clearing out the destroyed bodies of your enemies. If you happen to have a few of those lying around, that'll get the job done, man. And yeah, that's it for alt mode. He does have rubber treads. They are kind of stiff, so as you turn it, it may want to turn back the other way when you start turning it. He does have that on all four tread things. It's a nice feature, I suppose. It's a good little detail. I have had far too many rubber tires and rubber treads get old and just snap on me over time to really have a lot of faith and trust and belief that 5 years from now or even longer that these are even still going to be on here. So I don't know, maybe at some point in the future someone's going to have to come up with a hard plastic replacement. But yeah, they're there, they do that. As a result, he really doesn't roll on his own power because the treads are just too stiff. But you know, you can push him given enough force. On the underside, Hey, look, it's Megatron. It's Megatron right there, like the whole damn Megatron. You can just see him just hanging out on the body. Yeah, there's no attempt whatsoever to hide the fact that he's just does some funny calisthenics. The transformation works, but it's not like super clever, but I mean, it works. Also, there's like large hollow spaces in the alt mode, but you know what? This side is the side that you look at. This side is the side that really matters, so that's the one that's great. In terms of transformation, let's get on down to that. We are going to start by taking off this part right here. I don't even know what that does. And we're going to take off this part right here. And we're going to take off this part right here. And we're going to tip that up. And we're going to take off this part right here. Come on. Yeah. And that's held in place with, there's a tab here and a peg here, and those fit respectively into a slot here and a hole here. And for this one, we're just gonna fold these parts up, slide them in. Slide them in, yes. And then that is gonna fold up right underneath there. Ta-da! It's magic. All right, now going on to Megatron, sorry, Spartacus himself. We're gonna start with the legs. We've got this thing is on a panel here with double hinges on it. And if we unpeg this, it's pegged in right here, 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 here. Even though that peg is not quite pegged in. Now it is, just in time for me to unpeg it. Let's get these panels out first. Pop, pop. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, so now that panel is free. Be free, be free. We're gonna swing this up on its double hinge. This is attached via double hinge right here, so we're gonna swing that up on its double hinge. And then this is attached via double hinge, so we're gonna swing that up on its double hinge. And these slots right here are going to fit in these little tiny, totally not vestigial pegs right there. And yeah, there's that part. Now this whole thing is on a double hinge. So many double hinges, oh my god. And it's going to fit into these pegs. There's a peg here, there's a peg here. Yeah. Change my lighting just a bit. One of the nice things about having bendy lamps. All right, there's that part all done. Now, we're gonna come down here. We're gonna turn these like so, turn these like so, and then keep on turning just the lower leg like so, like so. This panel here is going to fold out, and there's a double hinge right here. And we were moving on this outer one now. Now we're going to switch to the inner one. Move that in. Close this up. Same with the other side. Pull that out. Fold it down. Close it up. Onto the toes, you've got this part here will come up, and then this part here folds in. It is worth noting, by the way, that both this toe and this inner foot part are both die cast, giving him some weight on his feet. Again, feet's the best place to put die cast. We're going to turn this right here like that. And, whoops, lost my tripod for a second there. Give me a second. Give me a second. Someday I'm going to have a better tripod. Just you wait, man. Someday I will. All right, so I make this pose every morning when I get up in the morning and stretch. We're going to unpeg this part here. Oh wait, let's deal with this right here. This will come down, and then there's like a double ball joint right here. ball joint, ball joint. Just turn it, stick it right there on his hip. Bam, turn, done. All right. And this part here, this is going to come down, and they kind of, I don't like this because, and you can even see here, like there's a bit of scraping going on there, because it scrapes the inside of this body as it turns around, and there's no way around that. The only way to really avoid that is avoid transforming your figure. So like this might, if that's a big concern to you, this might be one of the figures that you just pick a mode and stick with it. All right. For this other side, exactly the same. Go out, scarily scrape along there. Slide this down on its thingamajig. This tab, this peg, click that in. Now we're going to use my favorite medieval torture tool just to pop these out. Okay, I guess I can do it with my fingers. I guess I can do it with my fingers, gosh. And then we're gonna turn this out like that. There we go. And that is essentially the robot mode. Now we're just going to throw all of his accessories back on. This big gun here will fit into this hole on the forearm here. This little gun here will fit into where it originally was on the back. This shield thing here will fit into this hole on the forearm there. And then you have to make the question, you have to ask the question of, is it more unwieldy to wield a sword in your giant gun hand or your giant sword hand? I think I'm gonna stick it in his giant gun hand, just because it'll stick out a bit more. But I mean, of course, in terms of combat logistics, both hands are pretty dumb to hold a sword in unless you either drop the shield or drop the gun. If you drop the gun, then like this is the perfect setup because you got your sword and your shield, offense and defense. If you drop the shield, then you better hope he's ambidextrous because that's his left hand. And there he is, Spartacus, Megatron, not Megatron, totally Spartacus. Spartacus in his robot mode. And this is the mode that's really good. This is the mode that shines. This is the mode that you look at and you're like, wow, that dude just like straight up walked right off the front page, walked right off of the comic, and he's ready to go punch someone in the face with a sword. It's big and it's heavy, and it looks really nice from all sides. He doesn't have any like transformation kibble. Of course, he's got the parts on him, the tank parts. But I mean, since this is part of his original character design, I wouldn't necessarily consider that transformation kibble. In terms of posability, his head is on a ball joint. It will look around, it will look up, it will look down, it will go from side to side. He's got ratchet right here that goes all the way around, and it will also ratchet out until it clocks him in the head. Ugh. It's nice. He's got this like little detail under here. For his, I'm gonna take this off. I can't even. He's got bicep swivel. If you put his arm straight, it goes about that much. If you put it out to the side, it will go a little bit further, strangely enough. His lower arm gets in the way of this guy here, so they fight. Again, he's got a little bit of filler when you turn his elbow, so he doesn't just like look straight up hollow, which is nice. It's a very nice addition. Some other things to keep in mind. Elbow joints, moves around, wrist swivel. The thumb does not move. All the fingers here, we've got the 3 fingers and then the 1 finger. The 1 finger does have a mid finger joint in it. So so he can be like, the rent in this place is too damn high, or he can you know, point thusly, because his finger, the end of his finger is constantly bent, so he can point thusly at things. Or if he had the posability and by the way, proportions for it, maybe you could like pick his nose or something like that. I don't know. It's up to you. You use this pointer finger technology in a way that is morally responsible to you. One thing to point out, this gun will go all the way down and all the way back up, and so that's fun. His hip skirts will move out of the way quite nicely because they are on a ball joint. They are actually on 2 ball joints. They're actually on 2 ball joints and a hinge, so his legs will go all the way out as far as they possibly need to go, maybe even a little further. He has a waist joint. I forgot to mention that. He actually has a ratcheted ab crunch. It only has 1 click of ratchet, so like really I think what it's best for is the old pelvic thrust pose. Everybody's seen it, where you kind of like stick it back like that and stick the chest forward like that and then be like, yeah. See, he actually pulls off a pretty good pelvic thrust pose. His hips will go, these skirts will get out of the way. Okay, they will get out of the way if you aren't afraid. And his leg will go all the way forward, that far back. Upper thigh swivel. Knee joint of about 90 degrees. Ankle tilt of as much as you want. And a little bit of forward and backwards. By the way, ST-02, ST-02, ST-02. Just in case you were not sure what you were handling, ST-02. Just, you know, what looks better than putting your product's own number all over it, because that makes it look great. But yeah, transformation on this guy is good. Articulation is pretty good. In terms of accessories, he comes with this gun here, this gun here, this sword here, this shield thing here. He also comes with a few extra heads. He comes with this right here is his War Within head. Oh. Every now and again I bump that camera and it does stupid things. One of these days I'm gonna get myself a real tripod. I swear to God I will. This is his War Within head. He also comes with a head. I don't have any of his heads on me, so that's why I'm not like dutifully showing them all off right now. He also comes with one that's the War Within head, but he's like grrr, instead of just expressionless like this. He also comes with 2 expressions for just a G1 styled head, and one of them is a stoic expression like this, and the other one is a ha 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 expression. I don't think that the G1 heads look good on this guy, because it's got this War Within aesthetic, and if his head looks different, like it visibly looks out of place. But they included it because why not? The last thing is, if you take this panel and open it up, there's stuff in the inside. But if you take this and open it up, there's a hollow on the inside of that. And if you happen to have ye old LR44 batteries, you can place them thusly inside this here thingamajig, Let me turn off my lights for this. Yeah, my camera has adjusted to the lower light already. And his boob lights up. And yeah, I mean, who would not want a light up boob? As I turn it up, you can see there is like some sort of a prismatic filter in there. So you can see like a few like little colors as it goes by. And yeah, it's a neat option. It's there in case you really need, you know, your Megatron to have a light up boob. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun gimmick. I'm not sold on it. Like, this alone would not have sold me. But I am happy that it does not impact the structure of the figure in any way, shape, or form. It's just all self-contained within this part here that is non-moving part. So I think that's the best way to do electronics, is to not have them affect the figure. But yeah, there's your ST-02 Spartacus, and I think he's pretty good. I think he's really for the people who got the ST-01 War Within Optimus Prime. I think that War Within Optimus Prime, you know, even though he was a little bit simplistic, was a really good iteration of that figure, and I think that this is going to be an excellent complement to it. I really hope that they continue to do more of these ST or War Within figures. It would be great to see a War Within Grimlock. It would be great to see a War Within Prowl. I thought was particularly good. Jetfire is one that I have wanted for quite some time. I know that Hasbro came out with the titaniums or whatever they called it, but that figure, that was no good. They also came out with a War Within Optimus Prime, but that figure was no good, and their Megatron actually was no good. And oh gosh, come to think of it, I don't think any of those titanium figures were really good. Maybe Ultra Magnus, but I don't even know if I would consider that one to be all that great either. But there he is, Spark Toys Spartacus, not War Within Megatron. If your collection needs this guy, this is the way to go. Don't go for the Hasbro one. Anyhow, this has been Zachimus Prime, and signing off. Everybody, have a good day. Be good to each other.